Hello traders, in this video I will show you how to place the expert advisors on the MetaTrader platform and how to do automated trading. Now in my downloads folder I have 60 expert advisors, but these are for MetaTrader 4 and for MetaTrader 5, so totally I have 30 strategies, and I will use the MetaTrader 4 ones because I have installed MetaTrader. So you see that I have MQ4 file, which is for MetaTrader, and MQL5 source file, which is for MetaTrader 5. So in the next lecture, I will include the 10 expert advisors that show best results. So you will need to download MQ4 if you're using MetaTrader 4 or the MQL5 if you are using MetaTrader 5. So now let me arrange it according to the type, and here I will have the MQ4 files, 30 they are, and I will just copy them and I will go to File on MetaTrader, open data folder, and I will select MQL4 and I will select experts. This is where I need to paste the expert advisors. Now these are the MQ4 files, which means that this is the code. It's not the ready expert advisor, and if I click on it, you will see the meta editor opening, which is the tool where you can code expert advisors, or you can change, modify anything in the experts. I usually don't touch the code because I'm not a developer, and if you are not, I wouldn't suggest you do that as well. So if you are using MetaTrader 5, you will need to compile the expert advisors from this button on the top. But if you are using MetaTrader 4, there is much easier way to compile many expert advisors with one click. So I will close the folder and I will go to the navigator. I will right click over expert advisors and I will click on refresh. This will force MetaTrader to compile all of the 30 expert advisors. And if I click on the plus button in front of it, you will see that I have all of the expert advisors listed below, and these are the ready ex4 files. So if I go again to File, Open Data Folder, and I click on MQL4 Experts, you will see that now I have the ex4 files, which are the ready trading robots. So this is how easy it is to compile the expert advisors on MetaTrader 4. And one more time, if you use MetaTrader 5, you will need to compile each expert advisor from the meta editor, which is a little bit time consuming if you are trading with many expert advisors, just like what I'm demonstrating at the moment. Alright, so how do I attach the expert advisors on the charts? I will start with the first expert advisor. It is for hourly chart, so I will switch to 1 hour time frame. It is crucially important to trade the expert advisors according to the time frame that you see on the names. So the first 10 are for hourly chart, the next 10 are for M15, and the last 10 are for M30. Okay, before I attach the expert advisor on the chart, I will need to enable the auto trading. Because if I put the expert advisors on the charts and then I enable the auto trading, most probably it's not going to work. And it's one of the most frequently asked questions that I get, why my EAs do not open trades. The reason is that people quite often enable auto trading after they have placed the expert advisors on the chart. So the right way to go is to enable auto trading and then attach the experts on the chart. So what I do now, I double click on the expert advisor and you will see a small menu that pops up, and here I have the common settings where you just need to have allow live trading to be checked, and then inputs you will see the entry lot, which I said I will keep as 0.1 for the purpose of this video, but you can change it to any lot that you want to trade with. Then we have the stop loss, the take profit, and the different parameters for the indicators, and below, very important, we have the magic number, which is unique for each expert advisor that EA Studio exports. So I will just click on OK, and you will see the smiley face in the top right hand corner, which shows that the expert advisor is attached on the chart. I will do the very same thing for the second expert advisor. I have a second chart and I will switch it to hourly. And then I will double click and I will click on OK. No need to go through the inputs. I usually don't look at them. Simply click on OK and you will see again the smiley face. Now each expert advisor must be on a separate chart. So I will open 8 more charts for the pound dollar, and then I will attach the expert advisors on the charts. As I have already said, you don't need to put any indicators over the charts, but you can leave it with template. I usually keep it with empty template as I have shown. So I go quickly through them and I select empty template, which is quite fast by the way. Just a few clicks over the chart. And I will do it for all of them. Here I have one more and maybe a last one. Yes, this is the last one, empty template. So for the first two, I have the expert advisors attached. Now I will go with the third one, double click on it, okay. Then I go to the fourth one, double click, or I can drag and drop it over the chart. It's one and the same thing. And then I'm going for the fifth one, double click and OK. Sixth one, double click and OK. Seventh, double click and OK. Eighth, double click and OK. Ninth, I double click on it, OK, and actually I will need to open one more chart. I will select the empty template and I will place the last expert advisor for the hourly chart. After that, I just go quickly over the charts and I concentrate on the smiley face in the upper right hand corner because I want to make sure that I have placed all the expert advisors and I didn't place any of the expert advisor twice on the chart. Okay, so I have the 10 expert advisors for the hourly chart, and now I don't want to make the video any longer because it's just the same process. I will open a new chart window, I will select empty template, I will switch to M15 chart because the next 10 expert advisors are for M15. I will double click on the first one and click on OK, and it is attached over the chart. So let me place quickly all the EAs on the charts and I will continue the video. And here I go with the last chart that I have on M30. I will double click on the last expert advisor and I will click on OK. So now I have all the expert advisors attached to the charts, as I said, and here are actually the first trades that just opened because we are at around hour, and these expert advisors work on the opening of the bar. So if you have hourly expert advisors on the round hour, they check for the entry conditions and they open the trades if the entry conditions are met. In this case, I have M30, M15 and hourly expert advisors. So on the round hour, all of them are checking for the entry conditions, and I have two trades that just opened automatically. One is buy, one is sell, but this is the risk diversification. You'll see on the charts I have the stop loss, the take profit, stop loss. Let's see where is the other take profit. Here it is. So we'll see how these trades go. And what I was just about to say before the trades opened is that it's up to you if you want to have a template Like me, I just prefer to have empty chart where I see just the price and nothing else. Or you want to have grids, different colors, indicators, but for the expert advisors, it doesn't really matter what you have on the chart. The indicators, the parameters, the strategies inside the code of the expert advisor, and it will open trades no matter what you have on the chart. Alright, so now I will leave these expert advisors trading for some time, and once I have more trades open and close, I will show you some realistic performance, and as well I will show you how I follow the results of so many expert advisors and how I select the top performers, which I will include in the next lecture, and you will be able to download them as ready to trade robots, and you will be able to test them for yourself. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you always to have a great day. Cheers!